delay. It's time for the first of our debates. I wish we could just macroaggression burst them from space.
Maybe it's too late to get these earthlings in shape.
Interesting that you should mention Earth and its shape. To begin this mission, the issue we're propounding today is the schism between humans who are doubting the shape of the actual planet on which they're standing. This is a chance to analyze belief and understand.
Selected argument candidates, we're definitely the loudest.
Take us down then. Hey newsfeed, check out this meme, really makes you think.
Think about what, G?
How deep the authorities may sink to keep the Earth's shape hidden.
The satellites and the pics they send.
Oh, I don't believe satellites exist.
Then you're a credit.
What just happened? You glow turd. We live on a flat Earth. Fuck what you heard. When I'm looking out at the horizon, I don't see no curve. And Earth is the center of the universe.
Captain, should we reverse?
I have to trust my eyes. Anything else is too absurd.
Ridiculous, you dickhead idiot. Shield limits are imminent. This has been witnessed even by the primitives. The Earth is a globe spinning at 27 kilometers a minute. Check these NASA images.
Fake news. The Earth ain't spinning. If it was, then we get thrown off in a second. Can you feel spinning? Exactly.
What's happening?
I wasn't expecting the circumstance.
Their argument is so riddled with fallacies and inaccuracies. We're hitting turbulence.
We don't get thrown off the planet because of gravity.
Crap. Check the UN map. They know it's actually flat. And when I'm in an aeroplane and the night sky never lowers its snows, but it would if we were on a globe, on a globe, on a globe. It's time for intervention.
Stop in the name of reason.
What in the heck are you?
Some kind of sentient mushrooms.
We are discoursing forces from the Trappist one system. Human, what is your nomenclature?
Isaac, you suck. No, Isaac fucking lives
He
science.
sucks.
That's what he told me.
And you, Bobo, B.O.B.
So we analyzed your argument,
Analyzed.
and everything was going well. Until somehow, the discussion became derailed. Yes, your interlocutor mentioned satellites, and you responded like this. Oh, I don't believe satellites exist. How come, what's your logic analysis?
This whole discussion was a colossal calamity. But we'll focus on this particular informal logical fallacy. The numerous times the interlocutor posited that because he can't believe or understand something that has any bearing on the false or the truth of it, humans call this the argument from personal incredulity.
Yeah, that's how I got it. And why did you want to get him? Well, it's a trick to avoid accepting a piece of evidence. If I personally just decide to reject his evidence, then I win. Plus, he did call me a cretin. How come you know what to do?
Absolutely.
What the heck? You gonna shoot me?
Spores, target argument from personal incredulity.
Ow! What was that, you douches?
Just a little sentient moan to detect when you attempt to use this logical fallacy in the future and give it inducement.
What idiot would believe that bullshit?
Ooh, lad, these aliens came to start shit.
Don't get arrogant.
You, me? You insulted him. Well, he's retarded. Your insults derail conversation so it cannot begin.
Nanospore?
Yes, this time ad hominem. Oh, you cocksmurf.
Let's run the argument again and see what happens.
You flat tard. Ah, damn it. Hello, sir. Thank you for agreeing to discuss these matters. I believe the evidence is overwhelming. We live on an oblate spheroid planet, spinning in space. I'm looking at satellite pictures, it's easy to see.
Satellite pictures? You can't expect me to believe.
My god, you are rhetorically speaking, can you proffer any evidence for this theory?
The globe is a fake, just like the moon landing. You got evidence provided.
These photos?
Fisheye lens, I don't see stars behind them. I believe all these images are photoshopped, and they're photoshopped by agencies complicit in the global plot. The Earth is a disc with the North Pole in the center. There's an ice wall around the outside we know is Antarctica. The sun and moon are like spotlights that only light up one area, and gravity simply don't exist like Australia. Checkmate, globe turds.
Detected goalpost moving.
It still showed improvement. Let's shift to the facts of this and commence analysis. Sarabon, did you catch all of what was said?
Yes, analysis follows. Assertion profit that images of Earth from space are that is misinterpreting the practice of production of composite images for consumption of the public. As for fisheye lenses, cameras without them show curve. Stars don't show up due to avoiding overexposure. Satellites exist, they enable GPS and can be seen at night. Earth's shape is visible when a lunar eclipse is in sight. And Australia exists, at least geographically defined.
And the moon landing?
It happened, but that's a whole other issue to analyze.
Thank you, Sarabon. And you, this theory you're using, yeah? How would you falsify or disprove it? What? It's impossible to disprove. You gotta admit, dude, that's why it rules. Let's access the heaven ship to see if there's another human mind residing. Who can try and define it? Someone these earthly minds can intertwine with. Here's the perfect primate.
I love it when they call on Karl Popper. No need for no prayer or any soothsayer. I love it when they call on Karl Popper. When you back a theorem, but you lack in the quorum. To all the minds in the place in the human race, you better face the fact that intellectual inquiry is entirely based in the ability to distinguish if a given theory is true or not. No pretension to even ask a question if it can't be proven false. So B.O.B. has a theory of a flat earth, but with no move to falsify it. The falsification principle thus classifies it as pseudoscience. I love it when they call on Karl Popper. No need for no prayer or any soothsayer. I love it when they call on Karl Popper. When you back a theorem, but you lack in the quorum. Our gratitude, Dr. Popper. You may return to the heaven ship. As for you, glowtard,
Why are you calling me that?
your model is supported by math. Simple experiments, anyone can copy these. The poles of Eratosthenes, plus ancient Indian trigonometry.
I agree.
So have you done those calculations in the skies?
Well, no, I can't say I have. But who has the time?
But you have time to argue and fight with people you literally think are retarded online. You are only slightly less guilty of lacking logic than B.O.B. You failed in your epistemic responsibility, where you happen to be correct but don't know why. Are arrogant about it but have no right to be. In fact, in terms of motive, I'm detecting this is a factor for B.O.B. Exactly. You guys, I'm not sure what the shape of the earth is, but neither should the glowtards be, and that was kind of my purpose.
So you've just been wasting time.
Perfect.
It's time for us to make our departure. What, that's it? No more help for us poor bastards stuck on the surface? I suppose there's one final way we can be of service. Load up heroic dose. Do you consent to take a psychedelic journey to carry out geospheric reconnect? Why are you even asking? Last time he blasted me, he never hesitated. This particular tool is too potent and sacred and needs to be voluntarily taken. Screw it, I consent. In that case, allow your mind to fly in as we apply the psilocybin. I don't feel anything. Whoa, I'm one with everything. Floating up from flat surface of earth. I see, still flat to view. Hold on, I'm gaining altitude. Oh, now I see earth. Oh, mama. Mama is right. Now who the hell you calling flat, girl? Now listen here. No tea, no shade. You need to stop with this debate up in her. You making your mama earth ashamed of what she made, or Cause I got the curves, and science be snapping pics of me all day long like cosmic paparazzi. And if you can't even agree on the shape of the world, then how the hell you gonna address the current state of the world? Can I get an amen up in her? Mother Earth, put the base in your orb. Pole to pole, oblate spheroid the form. Mother Earth, put the base in your orb. Pole to pole, oblate spheroid the form. Pathetic humans, very true. But we must recall what a miracle it is that these creatures are having these discussions at all. After all, these beings have increased to over 7 billion births, but only a handful of them have ever personally left the atmosphere of Earth. And they are lied to by media, their leaders, and their own senses. It's only correct that they should act as skeptics. The mistake is refusing to even attempt to comprehend solid evidence presented and getting mired in futile debates that are endless. So to all Earthlings, wherever you dwell on a turtle's back, skepticism is noble, but we urge you to expand your use of reason in the conversations you're gonna get in, to avoid being deceived and in order to prevent Armageddon. Thank you for tuning into this transmission, and we'll see you again on the next one.
See you again on the next.